drizzling rain. That's a BMW. Well, good morning, everyone. How we doing this morning? Have you all had your cup of coffee yet? I've been at it for almost 4 hours. Today is Saturday. 6 days on the road. I'm gonna make it home tonight. I think there's a song about that in there. Yeah, it's 36 degrees out here in Kansas. That first clip and picture that I showed you here at the beginning, by the way, welcome to Lone Cowboy Adventures. Give the video a thumbs up right now if you can. I appreciate it. Sure helps the channel. And that first clip I showed you was actually yesterday. It was drizzling a little bit of rain, and that guy was running about, probably 60. And I don't think he had any rain gear on. He had some warm clothes on, but he sure looked like he could have used some heated gear on that BMW. He was a trooper, though. I'll give that to him. Wind is ripping out of the north. They're forecasting some rain. I don't know, maybe even some snow showers. I don't know. I haven't watched the weather real close. Next week is going to be a short week, a 4-day work week. If you've been following the channel, we are going to be going to Moyers, Oklahoma, to the K River camp for a little get-together and some riding. A couple of the guys that's going with us, this will be their first one of their first longest trips. And looking forward to it. I think they're looking forward to it. Take a break. Get some of that two-wheel. Excuse me. I had a gust of wind. Two-wheel wind therapy. There you go. Coming up to the rest area up here that I usually stop at. We're going to pull in there real quick. Boy, that feels a lot better. Yeah, I usually stop in here and use the restroom real quick. Take a 5-minute break. This is just right outside Russell, Kansas on Interstate 70. Yesterday I stopped in here and there was 2 pickups with livestock trailers on the back of them and parked here. Walked up to the one in back and looked in there, and here was full of goats. Some of them were like little pygmy goats. And the young gal was walking down the side checking them, and I said, my gosh, I said, where'd you pick up all these goats? And she said, well, we bought them down in Oklahoma. We're taking them back to Washington State. And I said, really? She said, yeah. And some of these goats were little dinky goats. And she says, my dad's in the front trailer, and in the front, he's got all the nannies. These are all the kids. I couldn't tell you how many was in there. I mean, they were full. They were probably 24-foot livestock trailers. So that was kind of neat. And then they took off before I got back out. I was going to grab the phone and take a picture of them. Cute little buggers. But I haven't seen anybody on motorcycles yet today. On my way home, it was drizzling some rain, and on I-35 there in Kansas City, I saw a group of road glides southbound. They were going the opposite direction, and running down through the city there. So it looked like they were on a mission. But yeah, planning on leaving Friday morning and riding down to Moyers, Oklahoma to the Cave River Camp. Stay the night, Friday night, ride Saturday, hang out, talk, whatever. Nothing too crazy. And then stay Saturday night. Weather is supposed to be beautiful, and then we'll ride home on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to the break. And meeting some other people down there. I've got to kind of clean out the, double check the bike, make sure I got, first aid kit, tire inflator, make sure it's up, make sure I have some plugs, just in case. Always bring some wrap. What I usually do, I go to the farm store and I'll buy the wrap that you can use on horses, because it's wider, and sometimes my wrists get to hurt and bother me a little bit with the weather change and that, and I like to wrap my wrists a little bit, just like a wrist brace. I do have a wrist brace that I carry here in the truck. Because sometimes it gets to aching, and I don't like to take a bunch of Tylenol. Keep changing positions on the steering wheel. It really doesn't bother it too bad. So I'm hoping this cool weather is hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't mind riding today. I mean, it's 37 degrees. I think Sunday we're supposed to hit 50. I think I don't know what the forecast is for rain around Kansas City. Might have to get out and ride a little bit on Sunday. Don't know. Just a little short video for you guys, and I just wanted to jump on and say hi. One of my co-workers is supposed to be leaving, I think tomorrow maybe, and I think he's going to be headed for Arizona with his street glide and his little camper trailer. You might have seen him on here before, Mayhem Mike. It'd be a good solo trip for him. I believe his mom and dad lives down in Arizona. Going to go visit them. I believe he's got 2 weeks off, so. And he's been pretty excited about it. One thing he did do was check the wheel bearings, he was telling me, and I guess there was grease in them, but not on the inside. So if y'all pull a trailer behind your bike, that's one thing you should check every year is your grease in your wheel bearings. Make sure they're packed up good. You don't want one of them coming off or going down the road. When I had horses and livestock trailer, that's the first thing I did every year was pull the wheels off the hubs and check the brakes and the bearings. Don't take anybody's word for it when you purchase something. Y'all have a great day. Stay out of trouble. Say hi to a stranger. Thank a veteran. They might make your day. And you might make their day also. So we're gonna get this thing over here, get swapped out. I'm gonna have to dump some fuel in because I'm already down to half a tank. I think I've been averaging a little over 5 miles per gallon in this wind. So, oh well, that's the way it goes. Y'all be safe. Say bye.